You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Good afternoon on this Thursday. I'm Margot Gray with your 48 Fastcast. This is our digital show bringing you the top headlines in under 10 minutes. We start in Hartselle, where the suspect behind a deadly crash is about to be released from the hospital before heading straight to the Morgan County Jail. Archie Hale, who you see from his bed, his hospital bed here, is facing a murder charge after a chase from Priceville police to Hartselle resulted in the death of Tristan Hollis, that 17-year-old who was in a van full of other teenagers killed in the intersection of Highway 31 and 36. So police just posted this photo of him from the hospital today. He is also facing DUI, reckless endangerment, attempting to elude charges out of Priceville. His arrest comes on the same day as Hollis will be laid to rest. Hale is being held without bond. All right, let's go over to the campus of UAH, where right now a student group is holding a prayer vigil for political activist Charlie Kirk right now. So Kirk was shot and killed on a college campus in Utah yesterday. Now the FBI has released images of that new person of interest. Take a look at your screen. During a news conference this morning, authorities believe he's a college-aged male who blended into the crowd at Utah Valley University. This is now the third person of interest identified in this shooting. Two others were detained yesterday, questioned, but then cleared and released. Leaders across the country are still in shock following yesterday's shooting, including Senator Katie Britt.
What we saw yesterday, and everyone saw it, is sickening. It is disgusting. It was a political assassination. And all of you sitting in these rows have a duty and an obligation to call it that.
The FBI is offering a reward of up to $100,000 for any information on the person responsible for Kirk's murder.
We've had some isolated showers sneak in on the radar. Let's take a quick look here. Even some thunderstorms in Middle Tennessee, north of Pulaski, but just a heavy downpour kind of tracking down Jordan Lane, University Drive, all the way down into southwest Huntsville. And then you get farther up the road here north of Pulaski, and we got an isolated thunderstorm there. So that chance, we'll keep it at about 10%. Tried to take it out of the forecast yesterday, but did mention it was a possibility, and that's what we're dealing with. A little bit of rain here on this section of the parkway. That's cooling things off a little bit. It's 90 out at the airport, but probably closer to 80 where it is raining right now, even some upper 70s, 83 in Meridianville, 90 officially in Huntsville. That's been the high for the day so far, 88 in Muscle Shoals. Next 3 days will be dry, 91 Friday, 91 Saturday, 92 Sunday, overnight lows in the upper 50s and low 60s. Your 10-day forecast coming up.
A Georgia woman is facing a manslaughter charge out of DeKalb County for supplying a deadly dose of fentanyl. Court documents accuse Vanessa Whitmore of supplying a woman named Kimberly Little drugs. So Little died earlier this week after taking those drugs. Two other people are also facing minor drug charges in connection to this case. Well, we also now know the identity of the suspect accused in a Fort Payne bank robbery after he was arrested all the way in Kentucky. Mark Lovelace was arrested in Pulaski County, Kentucky, about 24 hours after that PNC Bank in downtown Fort Payne was robbed. Police say the suspect walked out with $3,000 after that holdup. He remains in the Pulaski County Jail on a robbery charge, waiting extradition to Fort Payne. Well, today, as you know, is the anniversary of one of the deadliest attacks on U.S. soil. Of course, we'll show you how the community is remembering those who were killed after the break. Today marks 24 years since the terrorist attacks on September 11th, 2001. And today, people across the entire Tennessee Valley are remembering the nearly 3,000 lives lost that day. Earlier today, people gathered at Toyota Field, where city leaders held a memorial service and stair climb. This is to remember the first responders who climbed 110 stories to try to rescue people who were trapped in the World Trade Center. Local ROTC members say it's important to never forget the sacrifices made by the brave men and women.
It was a tragic time period in our nation's history. So many people died and sacrificed their lives for what happened. It was a pivotal point in our nation as a whole.
So you see there, everybody doing their climb. We will highlight more of today's remembrances across the area coming up for you during our 4 o'clock newscast.
Now, your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
Some very isolated rain showers on the west side of Huntsville. May not make it all the way down to the south towards Arab, but if it does, it'll take about 40 minutes or more. North of Pulaski, another isolated downpour. We could see a few isolated showers, maybe a thunderstorm before the day is out. But again, that's the only real change for you. Live look here from Madison off Zert Road. Looking east to Huntsville, you can barely see it, but there is the rain that's falling out there. It is 90 degrees, but where it has rained, the temperatures are in the upper 70s and low 80s. You don't see a lot of those reports because of the isolated nature of the rain showers out there. Larger view showing you not much has changed here. We have that one disturbance coming in this evening, and that'll settle south of us, and that'll be our last chance of rain we'll see for a while. Again, these are extremely isolated showers, but if you get underneath one, you could see some heavy rain and gusty winds. A sunny and hot weekend ahead. 91 Saturday, 92 Sunday, and I think we're pretty much going to see the same Friday as well. Tonight, 62, mostly clear, a calm wind. That north wind comes back behind this disturbance. And then tomorrow, 91, mostly sunny and just a little bit hotter out there. Overall, not looking too bad. Here's your rain on the roof forecast. Don't have a chance. After today, it's it, and we're probably not going to see any significant chance of rain through next week either. Here's your 10-day forecast. 90s across the board, about 94, 95 Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That'll be the hottest stretch we have over the next 10 days, but very, very dry out there. The humidity starts coming back next week, though. 65 as we get into Wednesday morning, 67 Thursday morning, muggy. So I think at least a slight chance of a rogue shower or thunder shower as we get into Friday or Saturday of next week, but nothing really showing up right now that would give us need to actually put a chance of rain in there just yet. I'll have the latest forecast at 4.
Sounds good. That'll do it for your Thursday edition of 48 Fastcast. We will be back here online in just a few minutes with Before the 4 with AJ Weiss, and then tune in for WAFF 48 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. It's been a busy news week already. More information coming in on that arrest of Archie Hale. We have you all covered. We'll see you this afternoon. Thank you.